By the end of this video, you are going to be the most polite person you know when speaking British English. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Before we start, there will be a free PDF for you all. I will put a link in the description and a pinned comment. If you are a Patreon member, there will be some bonus material for you as well. All right, so what do I mean when I say polite English? Well, I don't mean just saying please and thank you all the time. I mean language that often sounds softer, gentler, and less direct, okay? And I will show you many different tools and phrases. So first we have softening phrases. And that's phrases you can add before your main point to make it softer or gentler. So let's look at the examples. We have, I was wondering if. I'll make a sentence and repeat after me. I was wondering if you could tell me the time. Would you mind? And that has ing after, right? Would you mind moving that chair, please? Do you think you could? The same thing. Do you think you could move that chair, please? I'm not sure, but. I'm not sure, but I think the project is due for Wednesday. I might be wrong, but. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said to send the email right away. Just to check. Just to check, did you want me to send that email right away? So I'm just creating examples, everyone, off the top of my head. But these are really great phrases to use at the start, like I said, at the start of your main point, okay? Right, now it's your turn to practice. So how can we say, explain this again in a different way? Explain this again. Try to use one of these phrases. Explain this again. I was wondering if. I was wondering if you could explain this again. You could say, do you think you could explain this again? I was wondering if you could explain this again. All are fine, okay? Next one, help me. Right? For example, do you think you could help me? Or I was wondering if you could help me. Right? Perfect. And the last one here, tell me the answer. Right? These are all very direct ways of speaking. Tell me the answer. Okay, so make a sentence. I might be wrong, but could you tell me the answer? Maybe that's a bit of a strange sentence, actually. Do you think you could tell me the answer is more fitting? Okay. All right, well done. Let's move on to the next one. This is called hedging words. Okay, hedging words. Words that reduce the strength of your message, what you're saying. And it's called a hedge, hedging words. Like a hedge or a bush you might see in a garden, it's like a buffer, a barrier. And same in language, it's a linguistic barrier that protects what you're really saying, right? What you really want to say, and it makes it less strong. So we add a hedging word. So here are some classic hedging words, everyone. A bit, a little, kind of, sort of, maybe, perhaps, not really, possibly, and probably. Okay, let's look at some examples. So instead of I'm tired, you can say I'm a bit tired. Instead of it's difficult, it's kind of difficult. And later you will see when something is really difficult, maybe we will still say it's kind of difficult, or It's kind of difficult, isn't it? That's later, anyway. Right, it's your turn then. So this is difficult. Easy, right? We just did it. This is kind of difficult. Next one. Oh, this is a bit more difficult for you. Try anyway. Okay. I'm not really a fan of this. I'm not really a fan of this. Okay, so we're using not really. I'm tired. We did already. I'm a bit tired. Okay. Next up is indirect questions. So this is polite versions of direct questions. Maybe you already know it. I think I just want to show you how we do it. So a direct question is, where is the toilet? What are you doing? When are you coming? And indirect, we add, for example, do you know? And then we make it into a statement where the station is. So we don't say, where is the station, right? Do you know where the station is? Why? Well, because do you know is already the question part, right? So repeat after me. Do you know where the station is? Do you know where the station is? Excuse me, do you know where the station is? And could you tell me? Could you tell me where the station is? Could you tell me where the station is? Excuse me, could you tell me where the station is, please? Very good. Right, it's time to practice. Just remember the phrases at the front, do you know, and could you tell me? So we have, where is the toilet? Okay, good. Could you tell me where the toilet is? Or, do you know where the toilet is? That's fine too. Okay, what time is it? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know? Do you know? I'm not saying do you know, right? Do you know? Do you know what time it is? Excuse me, do you know what time it is? Very good. Where do you live? Oh, we have another one, a bonus. You could say, could you tell me where you live? Or do you know where he lives? But here, do you mind telling me where you live? So this is a bonus one I forgot to put at the front. But do you mind telling me where you live? All right, the next one is really useful and is called understatement. So we say something in a gentler way than you actually mean. So it's below what we actually mean, and it's awfully British. It's a very British style of speaking. Here are some examples. It's a bit expensive, and that means it's very expensive. I think it's very expensive. So notice that I'm using a hedging word a bit, but this is a way to sound more polite, right? It's going under what I really mean. It's softer. So instead of, oh, it's too expensive, it's really expensive, that can be a bit rude sometimes. So it's a bit expensive. It wasn't the best day, right? Meaning the day was terrible. I can't see because of my camera, guys. I'm not too keen on it, okay? I'm not too keen on it, or I'm not too keen on that. And that means you really don't like it. These are great phrases for you to learn, everyone. All right, let's practice. This is terrible. Do you remember? Well done if you got it. It's not the best, right? It's not the best. I hate this. Think of a way of making it sound less strong, right? Understatement. I'm not a big fan of this, right? I'm not a big fan of this. You could even say, this isn't really my cup of tea. Maybe you already know that phrase. You could also say that. It's not really my cup of tea, to be honest with you. Next one, this meal is bad. What can we say? It's a bit disappointing, right? It's a bit disappointing. All right, well done if you got them. There are many different ways of saying this, right? But as long as you make an understatement, so it's not too strong, okay? All right, the next one is simply using the word just. It can be really useful, really powerful, and it makes requests sound smaller and more polite. For example, could you just give me a minute? Could you just give me a minute? I would probably add please on the end. Could you just give me a minute, please? Could you just give me a minute, please? Very good. Next, I can't see because of my camera. I'm sorry, everyone. Can I just ask you something? Okay. Can I just ask you something? Maybe I would say sorry at the start. Sorry, can I just ask you something? You try. Sorry, can I just ask you something? Now faster. Sorry, could I just ask you something? It's difficult, isn't it? Try again. Sorry, can I just ask you something? Can I just ask you something? Okay, keep practicing and you will get better. And the last one, I'm just checking. I'm just checking. Did you already send that email? Sorry, I'm just checking. Did you already send that email? Okay, very good. Right, it's time to practice then. So, give me a minute. It's a little bit direct, a little bit too strong. Let's use could you, okay, to help you. All right, make the sentence. Good. Could you just give me a minute? Could you just give me a minute? And you can add please on the end if you want. Could you just give me a minute, please? Could you just give me a minute, please? Next one, answer this or answer this if you live down south. Answer this or answer this. Use could you again. Great. Could you just answer this for me? Could you just answer this for me, please? Next one, listen to me. Listen to me, right? A bit direct, a bit rude. What can we say? Could you just listen to me for a second, please? Right? Very good. So the next one is one of my favorites. It's very useful when you learn it, and it's using the past tense to be polite. You might think, David, why? How is that polite? Well, I'll show you, because it removes the person from the present. It distances themselves from the now, and it feels a bit more indirect and polite. So an example, I was hoping you could help me with something. Notice I don't say, I was hoping you can help me, right? Maybe you already know when we use hope and wish, we move the verb one more step in the past. I was hoping you could help me with something. Okay, just learn the phrase. I was hoping you could help me with something. I wanted to ask you something. Oh, John, I wanted to ask you something. Right? Great. And did you want to? Right? Did you want to ask me something? Right? All right, practice then. Can you help me? Do you remember? I was hoping you could help me. I was hoping you could help me. Okay, or I said, I was hoping you could help me with something. Can I ask something? What can we say? I wanted to ask something. Okay, let's do one more. Do you want to talk? We can say, did you want to talk? Right, it's ever so slightly, well, it's just more polite in general. John, did you want to talk? Rather, John, do you want to talk? Bit more direct, isn't it? I don't know if you can feel that difference, but there is a difference. Okay, next is simply using think, like I think or I feel, to soften your opinion. I know many other languages do this as well, like Korean. I learned Korean, that they do this a lot as well. Right, so for example, your idea won't work. We want to make it softer, right? Using I feel or I think. Try for yourself. There are many correct ways or examples that you can use. What do you think? Okay, well, I feel it might not work. Or, I think we might need another plan. Now, notice I use the word might. And using modal verbs, right, like would, could, and might, can also make it sound more polite. Great. Your turn. This is a bad idea. What can you say? Okay, I feel this idea might be difficult. I feel this idea might be difficult. And you can add to be honest or honestly. To be honest, I feel this idea might be difficult. Okay, next one. Your answer is wrong. Very direct. What can we say? I think this is not quite right. Or I think this isn't quite right. I think this isn't quite right. You could say, I think you might be wrong in this case. But I think this isn't quite right is a good phrase to learn. Last one, this won't work, right? Something isn't going to work. What can we say? I think this will not work. Simple. Or I think this won't work. You can also add to be honest, makes it sound less strong as well. I think this won't work, to be honest. Okay, great. Right, now we are going deeper into the world of question tags. And actually, many people have commented on my channel asking, why are you always using isn't it, wasn't it, don't you think, aren't you? And question tags are really useful to learn. And it's not just about being polite. For example, we can use it to check information. I have what I wrote down over here. For example, you're coming, aren't you? Right, I'm just checking, are you coming to the party? You're coming, aren't you? You can confirm something you think is true. For example, you're from Spain, aren't you? You're from Spain, aren't you? Or you can just use question tags to keep the conversation going, right? This is really important. For example, maybe I speak to my neighbor and I say, oh, nice weather today, isn't it? Right? And then they will reply, I'm asking for a conversation. And lastly, we use it to sound more polite. For example, close the door, will you? Okay. So I've explained quite a lot already, but yes, so they make a request sound polite in this case, right? Gentle, friendly, instead of sounding very direct or bossy. I'm just going to show you examples, everyone. So we have, you wouldn't mind helping me for a minute, would you? And again, using modal verbs like would and might and could can also make it sound even more polite. Okay? Repeat after me. You wouldn't mind helping me for a minute, would you? You wouldn't mind helping me for a minute, would you? Good. You wouldn't happen to have a pen, would you? You wouldn't happen to have a pen, would you? Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have a pen, would you? This is quite polite, everyone, and a little bit formal. But say I'm in a fancy hotel or on a plane and I need a pen. I would say, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have a pen, would you? Right? It's very polite, and I like being polite. I think it's important. So, your turn. You want to say, move this now. What can you say instead? You wouldn't mind moving this, would you? Right? You wouldn't mind moving this, would you? Okay. So we're using you wouldn't mind, remember, from the start with ing, but now we're adding the question tag and we're using would. So we're layering, we're slowly getting more and more polite, right? Fantastic, well done. Next, explain it again. So you could use you wouldn't mind if you want, try that. Good. You wouldn't mind explaining that again, would you? Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. You wouldn't mind explaining that again, would you? All right, it's very polite, very British. All right, and last one. Maybe you're in class and you want to look at your fellow students' notes. What can you say? Instead of, hey, give me your notes, right? Very rude. What can you say? Yeah, you wouldn't mind sharing your notes with me, would you? Just remember, with mind, we use ing, okay? One more time, repeat after me. You wouldn't mind sharing your notes with me, would you? You wouldn't mind sharing your notes with me, would you? Or maybe you would. Maybe you wouldn't mind. In that case, ask someone else. All right, now we're going to look at using tag questions or question tags to share an opinion without sounding too strong, right? This is classic British, all right? And yeah, all right, let's get into it. So it's the same, but here you can state your opinion and soften it with a hedging word. Do you remember a hedging word? A little, a bit, right? Not really. I'll show you some examples, okay? Let's just jump right in, all right? So examples, it's a bit expensive, isn't it? So earlier you learnt it's a bit expensive, and adding isn't it adds an extra layer of politeness, okay? It's a bit expensive, isn't it? It's a bit rainy today, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit rainy today, isn't it? This area is quite lovely, isn't it? And this person maybe is downplaying, right? A bit of an understatement. Maybe they do really like it, but they don't want to sound, oh my goodness, this is amazing, right? This area is quite lovely, isn't it? Okay. That meeting was a little long, wasn't it? Well, that meeting was a little long, wasn't it? Now, in a few days, I will be uploading an amazing video. I really think it's quite good about how to sound rude in English, but politely. And some of these phrases here might be on that video, because when something is really overpriced, we might still say, it's a bit expensive, isn't it? It's a bit expensive, isn't it? When we mean it's ridiculously expensive. Let's say you just came out of a meeting, a 4-hour meeting. So you might say, well, that meeting was a little long, wasn't it? Or, well, that meeting was a bit long, wasn't it? It's a bit sarcastic, and that's also very British. So it's a bit of a joke. And you will hear that a lot, this kind of sarcastic way of speaking. Let's move on. Oh, sorry, it's time for you to practice. So remember, we want to use hedging words, a bit, a little, quite, and we want to use a question tag like isn't it? All right, your turn. This coffee is terrible. What can you say? I can't hear you, but well done. Maybe it's a bit strong, isn't it? Oh, the coffee is a bit strong, isn't it? right? It means you don't like the coffee, or maybe it's really strong. Another way is, it's not the best coffee, is it? Oh, it's not the best coffee, is it? Meaning it's awful, awful coffee. All right. Some more. Your idea won't work. What can you say? So your idea won't work. Very direct. What can we say instead? Okay, well done. Here I'm using might and a bit. It might be a bit difficult to do, mightn't it? It might be a bit difficult to do, mightn't it? So you might hear mightn't it or mightn't it, depending on where you are. Try another example, but use might and then mightn't it as well. Can you think of one? Okay. I can't see. We might need. Okay. We might need another plan, mightn't we? Okay. We might need another plan, mightn't we? Now, there are many ways for you to say a similar sentence more politely. Doesn't have to be like this, everyone. It can just be, this idea might not work, in my opinion, or I don't think this idea will work, to be honest, or I feel this idea might be difficult. Right? There are many ways, but I'm just showing you how to use it with a question tag, especially with might. All right, this place is ugly. What can you say? Yeah, it's not really my style, is it? So you don't have to use might here. Try a different phrase, but with a question tag. It's a bit plain, isn't it? It's a bit plain, isn't it? That means it's not very nice, okay? All right, showing interest. So I said earlier, we're showing interest in the person using a question tag. I am encouraging them to keep talking without pressure and make conversation feel friendly and natural. You will hear this a lot in my podcasts, and I use it a lot, everyone. It's the same way. So we make a statement with a question tag. Let me show you some examples. You've lived here for a long time, haven't you? You've lived here for a long time, haven't you? So it's a statement with a question tag, okay? You're learning English for work, aren't you? You're learning You're learning English for work, aren't you? All right? You try. Great. A bit faster. You're learning English for work, aren't you? Okay, do it a bit slower, but focus on pronunciation. You're learning English for work, aren't you? You're learning English for work, aren't you? Better. I can't hear you, but I feel like I can hear you. Anyway, the last one. You work in finance, don't you? Maybe you're at a party, you meet someone, you know they work in finance, you just want to start a conversation. You work in finance, don't you? All right, very good. One more example. You said you're new here, didn't you? Or didn't you? I say didn't you. Both are okay. You said you're new here, didn't you? Very good. All right, practice time. You live here. Or you live here. What can you say? You live around here, don't you? Okay, or you said you live around here, didn't you? Okay. Or you've lived here for a while, haven't you? That's a bit difficult for non-native speakers, but you've is the have part, right? The best way is to make these sentences, practice them, repeat them, so when you speak, it's automatic. You're not thinking, oh, what was the question tag? Is it is you, isn't you, wasn't it, right? Don't you, didn't you? You've lived here for a while, haven't you? You try. You've lived here for a while, haven't you? Say it 3 times. Fantastic. Okay, that's how you can make it automatic. All right, next one, you're new. You're new. What can you say? You're new here, aren't you? You're new here, aren't you? All right, good. Oh, I already showed you the second one. You said you're new around here, didn't you? Okay, great. Next is being polite when you're unsure about something, right? So it's the same thing. We're using question tags. We're not sure about something. And it helps us sound polite, gentle, and not pushy. It says non-pushy here. You're not forcing, you know. Let me show you. So we make a guess, we add a soft tag, and it becomes polite, not demanding. So I've just shown you how to do that. So examples, you don't know the time, do you? Excuse me, you don't know the time, do you? Right, it's a nice way of saying, do you know the time? Right? You haven't met John yet, have you? You haven't met John yet, have you? Okay, so I'm a bit unsure and I'm adding a tag. I want to sound more polite. Okay, some more examples. You don't have a moment to talk, do you? Excuse me, John, you don't have a moment to talk, do you? It seems like everyone's called John in my examples. Not sure why. Next, you haven't spoken to her today, have you? You haven't spoken to her today, have you? Excuse me, John, you haven't spoken to her today, have you? All right, you're doing great if you're still here, everyone. All right, practice time. Do you know the time? You can do this. Okay, so I have, you don't know the time, do you? I hope you remembered. Or, you wouldn't happen to know the time, would you? Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know the time, would you? The second one is a lot more polite, everyone, a bit formal in a way. But again, if I don't know the time and I'm in a nice place, I might say that actually. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know the time, would you? Okay. Next one, have you met, oh, here's John. Have you met John? What can you say? Great. You haven't met John yet, have you? All right, very good. All right, the last one. Have you spoken to her today? What can you say? Great. You haven't spoken to her today, have you? You haven't spoken to her today, have you? Practice that. To her today, to her today, to her today, to her today. You haven't spoken to her today, have you? It's a bit difficult, it's a bit tricky. And if you want it to be about the speaking part, you emphasize, you stress the word spoken. You haven't spoken to her today, have you? Or about the person, I will say, you haven't spoken to her today, have you? All right, so it changes, but don't worry too much about that, okay? All right, next is softening sensitive questions. All right, so it's the same way we're using tags, but with sensitive questions that might sound rude if asked directly, right? So let me show you. We make a kind observation with a tag. Okay, ready? You're not feeling well today, are you? Oh, you're not feeling well today, are you? Or you're a bit tired, aren't you? Imagine if someone slumps down on a sofa like this. Oh, you might say, oh, you're a bit tired today, aren't you? You're a bit tired today, aren't you? Now you can say, aren't you? You're a bit tired today, aren't you? Or where I'm from, you're a bit tired today, aren't you? Is that from where I'm from? Aren't you? Anyway, aren't you or aren't you? Okay. Next. You're not too busy right now, are you? You're not too busy right now, are you? Okay. Next. You don't mind me asking, do you? You don't mind me asking, do you? All right. Good. Let's move on. You haven't eaten yet, have you? Now, in my next video, I'll be talking about how to sound rude politely, and sometimes this sentence can be like this. I will explain more in my next video, but this can sound slightly passive-aggressive. For example, my wife, whom you will meet soon in her interview, she gets a bit grumpy, a bit mardy, we say where I'm from. That's a dialect word. But she gets grumpy when she's very hungry. And there's a word for that. We say hangry. So she gets very hangry. So if she was a bit grumpy, maybe I would say, you haven't eaten yet, have you? You haven't eaten today yet, have you? And that might mean you're a bit grumpy, darling. Anyway, I'll explain more of that in my next video, everyone. But just to let you know that this can be a passive-aggressive way of speaking. All right, so practice. Why do you look so tired? Oh, sorry, why do you look tired? What can you say? Yeah, you're a bit tired today, aren't you? You're a bit tired today, aren't you? Or, for example, you're not feeling your best today, are you? Oh, you're not feeling your best today, are you? Are you sick? Becomes. Can you do it? It is difficult, so don't worry, everyone. Let's just learn the phrases. You're not feeling too well, are you? Oh, you're not feeling too well, are you? Okay. Or, you're not feeling great today, are you? All right. Well done. One more. Why didn't you eat? What can we say? Yeah, you haven't eaten yet, have you? Or, you haven't had lunch yet, have you? If it's lunch. Now, I just want to show you some classic phrases we can use, we can replace, right, change for common blunt sentences. And by blunt, I mean very direct, strong sentences. And this is going to be very helpful for people whose mother tongue might be very direct naturally. For example, like Mandarin Chinese or Cantonese, maybe Russian, I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments how direct your language is. I'll be really interested to know, actually. All right. I'm not going to read that. But yeah, I'll show you these alternatives, right? These different phrases. Oh, wrong button. All right. So instead of that's wrong, right? Very direct, that's wrong, or you're wrong, we can say, I don't think that's quite right, right? Or add sorry if you like. Sorry, I don't think that's quite right. Even to be honest. Sorry, I don't think that's quite right, to be honest. Yeah. Did you repeat? One more time. I don't think you repeated. One more time. Sorry, I don't think that's quite right, to be honest. Great. Next one. I'm not sure that's correct. I'm not sure that's correct. Great. Next one. There might be a small mistake. There might be a small mistake. And you could start it with, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but. I could be wrong, but there might be a small mistake. For example, you're at a restaurant and you see the bill and your eyes go wide open because it's far too expensive and you think they made a mistake. So instead of saying, excuse me, the bill is wrong, you're wrong, you've made a mistake, you can say, I could be wrong. Well, excuse me, I could be wrong, but I think there might be a small mistake with our bill. Okay, it's a really polite way of showing there's a mistake. And it's always nice to be polite, everyone, or at least I like to think so. Next one, it seems something might be off. So, excuse me, it seems something might be off with our bill because we didn't order the lobster. If you eat lobster, I rarely eat lobster, but lobster's great, isn't it? All right. I don't know why I'm talking about lobster, everyone. All right. Let's do a few more. So instead of "that's wrong," you're wrong. What can we say? I see it a little differently. I see it a little differently. To be honest, I see it a little differently. Or this is incorrect. I'm not sure that's correct. Right? I'm not sure that's correct. That answer is wrong. Right? Really rude. You might make the person feel upset. What can we say instead? I think there might be a mistake. Or I think you might be mistaken. I think that answer isn't quite right. There are so many ways to say this, everyone. All right, instead of "I don't like your idea," what can we say? You try one first. I don't like your idea. Okay, well done. Let's see if your answer was similar to my examples. I'm not sure I agree with that idea. Right? It means I don't like it. I'm not sure I agree with that idea. These kind of phrases, everyone, are also good in business when you have a meeting with people. Yeah. Okay, next one. It might be a bit difficult to do. Oh, that might be a bit difficult to do. Or it here. It might be a bit difficult to do. I think we may need another approach. I think we may need another approach, to be honest. One more time. I think we may need another approach, to be honest. Last one. I'm not totally convinced by that. I'm not totally convinced by that, to be honest. All right, well done. You're doing a great job, everyone. And this is really helpful for you, I promise. All right. Instead of "I don't like your idea," we're doing "your idea is bad." So what can you say? Your idea is bad. Yeah, something like, I think this idea might be difficult. So like before, we're using think or feel, and we're adding a modal verb, might. Okay. The next one is, I don't like this plan. What can we say? I'm not sure I'm keen on this plan. I'm not sure I'm keen on this plan. And to a British person, that means I don't like this plan. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure I'm keen on this plan. I'm pretty sure languages like Japanese and Korean also have this way of speaking, actually. You're very welcome to say, you know what, I don't like this plan. But it is direct. It can be seen as rude in some situations, but you're very welcome to say, you know what, I don't like this plan, to be honest. That's fine too. But this video is about how to sound polite. Right? We want to sound really polite, indirect, and gentle, right? Soft. I'm showing you a softer approach. Last one, I hate that idea. What can we say? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that idea. I'm not too keen on that idea, to be honest. There are many ways you could say that, everyone. All right. This plan is bad. We have. This plan might need some changes. We could improve this a bit. Another approach might be better. Notice I emphasize, I stress might. Another approach might be better. There may be a better way to do this. There may be a better way to do this. You could add, I could be wrong, but. I could be wrong, but there may be a better way to do this. Okay, your plan is terrible. Your plan might need some improvements. Your plan might need some improvements. This is a bad solution. This solution might need a few changes. This solution might need a few changes. So notice when you just add the modal verb might and a hedging word, right, a few, a little, some, a bit, it's instantly more polite, right? Okay, this won't work. I'm not sure this will work. Good. You're wrong. Go. How many sentences can you make? Go. You can pause the video if you want, everyone. Okay. I see it a little differently. I don't think that's the case. I think there may be another explanation. I'm not sure I follow you. I'm not sure I follow you. Next one, you are completely wrong. What can we say? I see this slightly differently. I see this slightly differently. And then continue your thought. That's not true. Becomes something like, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. You made a mistake. Becomes, there might be a small mistake. Or I could be wrong, but there might be a small mistake here. Okay? I hate this. I don't really feel comfortable with this. I'm not a big fan of this. I think this might not be for me. I think this might not be for me. So maybe you try something new. Your friend says, oh, what do you think of it? Instead of saying, you know what, John, right? You know what, John, I hate this. You can say, well, to be honest, I think this might not be for me. It's a great phrase. Learn it. Write it down. Last one. I'm not too keen on this. I'm not too keen on this, to be honest. Okay, I hate this food. We can say, I'm not a big fan of this food. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this food. I hate this idea. I'm not too keen on this idea. I hate this place. Do you remember? This place isn't really for me. All right. Now we have, you should do this. Right? You should do this. We can say, I think you could try this. Maybe you could consider this. It might help if you did this. I feel this could be a good option, or for you at the end. I feel this could be a good option for you. Now, saying these phrases means it's less direct and less strong. If you really want them to do something, then you can just say, you know what, I really think you should do this. It's going to be really helpful for you. Okay, but if you want to sound less direct, more polite, softer, you want to speak in a gentle way, these are good alternatives, right? Good options for you. And the next, the answer is already there. I apologize, but do this. Maybe you could try this, right? You need to change this becomes, you might want to change this a bit, right? You might want to change this a bit. Fix this. It might help if you adjusted this. It might help if you adjusted this. This is your fault. Okay, this is your fault. This is your fault. It's very strong. Instead, I think there might have been a misunderstanding. I think there might have been a misunderstanding. Great phrase. Or something seems to have gone wrong somewhere. Something seems to have gone wrong somewhere. Maybe, more. Maybe next time we can handle this differently. Maybe next time we can handle this differently. It's a great British way of saying kind of, this is your fault. Yeah. It kind of puts you in the higher ground, we say, you know, because you're being very polite, you're being very formal. Okay, another one. There may have been a communication issue. There may have been a communication issue. Some people say issue. I don't say that. I say issue. There may have been a communication issue. Okay, you caused this. It seems something went wrong somewhere. It seems something went wrong somewhere. Oh, sorry. This is on you. So this is on you. That means this is completely your fault. Okay? Very direct. This is on you. This is on you, mate. So we can say, there may have been a misunderstanding. Like before, there may have been a misunderstanding. This mistake is yours. This mistake is yours becomes something may not have gone as planned. Something may not have gone as planned. Right, well, that is the end of the video, everyone. If you are still watching, let me know in the comments. By changing this phrase, your ending was terrible, into something more polite, okay? Yeah, remember to download the free PDF. That will really help you. And look out for my next video about how to sound rude in English. So it's very important to review this first, and that will really help you in the next video. As always, thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate it. I hope it was helpful. I love reading your comments and interacting with you all. Anyway, I'll leave it here. Thanks again, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.